Thank you.
We thank you as well. Our love to you.
My question, I'm really interested in knowing, in your world, what is a loving relationship like? How do you choose a partner in life?
Synchronistically, automatically. We simply attract ourselves to each other. We allow it to automatically occur. It is much in the same way, to some degree, that you allow your relationships to happen. But we also are telepathically connected. And we allow ourselves to recognize that when we do, in fact, draw ourselves into those automatic interactions, we allow them to be what they are. We do not put expectations upon them for what we think they ought to be. We know that they are there to serve us. We know we are there to serve them. So we rejoice in the spontaneous co-creation, and we do not put in any way, shape, or form any particular label as to how we think it should go, or how we think it should wind up, or will it be this way, or will it be that, or will there be anyone else. Once again, perhaps to put it in the simplest perspective, our entire civilization is married to itself. Every individual is married to every other individual, and any relationship that occurs in any way that it occurs, with how many individuals it occurs, is a part of the marriage, is relationships within the marriage. There are times when it takes upon it the physical appearance of what you would call a monogamous relationship. There are times that it doesn't. Just, once again, as it occurs in your society, but there's a great deal of denial in your society about that. The idea, in that sense, therefore, is that we do not expect or even really know, just to point out this example because it is germane to your society, whether we have been in a monogamous relationship until we reach the end of the lifespan. And we say, well, no one else came along, I guess it was a one-on-one, wasn't it? Because we know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, in absolute trust, that if any other relationships do automatically occur, then they are a part of the overall relationship. They enhance the overall scenario in whatever way they naturally unfold, and they cannot be an interruption. It's not possible in our society.
Well, if you were to decide to bring another being into your world, what is...
Understand that we are always in communication with that level of consciousness as well, and we simply make our agreements consciously, even as you can. It does not have to be a hidden thing. You can be in touch with the beings that can be born unto you, for understand, they are not children now. Understand?
I understand.
You can be in touch with them, and you recognize that there are services that you may want to perform, that this individual puts out, that this individual, this non-physical individual, radiates a desire to accomplish certain things in what you call physiological manifestation. In putting out that desire, in putting out that radiation, that individual in our society simply automatically attracts only the individuals that have the desire to serve them in that way. So it's automatic. There's no wondering about it. The individuals that can be of service in that way are only attracted to them, and only those individuals will be attracted to the individuals that can serve them in that way.
Is that not so now for us?
It is absolutely so now that way, except you create negative synchronicity as well as positive synchronicity. We only create positive manifestations. Understand?
I do indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Shouting.
Yahoo, Bashar!
All right. And good day to you.
Good day. I want to thank you so much for all of your sharings and your teachings. I've grown a lot in the last 2 years, and I've applied everything that you've said and tested it, and it really does work, especially starting with the cetacean meditation at sea. I created a lot of obstacles in front of me to grow from.
Oh, how exciting.
And I learned and I grew, and now I have 5 events coming up that are so exciting.
Well, thank you.
And what I wanted to do basically was to touch as many people as I could, so I put it out to the universe. And Lisa and Radia and Stephen and Fran are assisting me, and we're going to do a whole bunch of new things together.
We thank you and them.
Thank you. My question has to do with a man named Michel who came down from Montreal last week. He called me well, there are no accidents. He called me on the telephone, and he thought I was Lisa because my number was on her flyer.
All right.
And he said he was told to come here, and that he was also told to go to the Bodhi tree, and he connected with Rick and Lisa and me, and we shared a meal.
All right.
Tuesday evening. After the channeling, he came over to my apartment, and he is a medium, old school medium, the kind where people go and give their power away to. Well, okay.
All right.
And now he has, since August, since harmonic convergence, which he didn't understand what it was all about, he has grown as much as all of us here in Los Angeles, and without attending the classes. And I was able to assist him to trans-channel in my home.
All right.
While he was sitting there, he saw a green ball of light that had yellow around it. And he said it was coming very fast and it was going to hit him in the back of the neck.
All right.
And when he did, he started to channel the old style, and the energy was caught. So I assisted him in allowing the energy to flow down through all of his chakras to tie into the center of the earth and to come back up slowly and release it through his crown chakra.
All right.
As he did so, he started channeling this extraterrestrial that he said was green, and it was tall, and he was on a craft that had a circular council in it.
Yes.
My question...
Now, this idea, to some degree, is symbolic. There is a literal consciousness, but it is now, for now, being interpreted in that particular way because green is the color of the emerald vibration of the transformation of your fourth density Earth. And that color is there to assist that individual in linking with the Earth and in forming the grounding that is needed. Understand?
Oh, yes. Okay.
But it was, to some degree, a connection into the Association Council.
I am recently channeling the orcas. And when that energy comes through, it is so intense that it does remind me of the galactic. Is there a tie?
To some degree, there is. The idea, once again, is to remember that the whales, and especially the orca, represent the polarity, the conviction of motion, the conviction of action, the deliberateness of action. They are the path of the warrior, the path of the sorcerer, the path of the samurai, as you understand those terms in your society.
Yes.
The idea of the galactic is the very substance, the very fabric of the consciousness of one-dimensional realm. All you are receiving through this channel is a very small fragment of that fabric of consciousness. The totality of it, in that sense, comes through many individuals. In a sense, it actually comes through all of you all the time. But in the way you have received it this evening of your time, it is represented as a very small flow of that energy. The idea, to some degree, is that the orca, with its understanding of alignment, with its understanding of conviction, funnels that energy all the time. That is why individuals that are not prepared for their level of energy can find themselves burning out.
I see.
Understand?
Yes, I do.
Does that assist you?
Yes, very much. Thank you. Ha-ha-tu.
Ha-ha-tu. Shooting.
Good evening, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I'm not sure exactly what the crux of this question is. I want to thank
Me neither.
first of all, for helping me discover some joy in my life.
Oh,
And-
thank you for discovering the joy that has always been there within you, and there is more to come.
Yes, I'm sure that's true. I've discovered something that is exciting to me.
Oh, all right. Do share.
I think the question is, should I just allow it to be exciting for me, or should I make a business out of it and share it with other people?
Well, you can allow it to be exciting for everyone. That doesn't mean everyone has to choose it. But you can allow it to be exciting for them. To allow them to choose it if they want to. By all means, in whatever way you feel represents the strongest expression of your excitement, do so if that is the way you want to serve. You are only putting it out there for them to choose it as a preference if they want to. Just putting it out there isn't going to force anyone to take it, you know.
That's right, but the energy, the time involved in making it available, of doing that,
yes.
Realistically, there's a living to be made.
Oh, realistically again. Which realistically are you talking about now? An old realistically or a new realistically?
I'm talking about the old bills that need to be paid.
Yes. But we have discussed the idea of abundance, and we have discussed the idea that doing what excites you the most will always supply you with the abundance necessary, in whatever way it is necessary.
I know in my heart that's true, but I'm working
But you
on
are
the
going to make a
conditioning.
separation of that in your mind.
Well, yeah,
All right.
it's not there yet.
Why not?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I chose it not to be.
Correct. Why do you choose it not to be?
I like to struggle. I don't know.
Do you really?
I wonder.
Oh, all right. Stop wondering. Yes or no? Do you like to struggle?
I really don't enjoy struggling.
Thank you very
I'm tired of
much.
Struggling.
Thank you very much. Then why is there still a separation?
I guess the endeavor that I'm thinking about has been around. Are you familiar with float tanks?
Yes.
Okay. They've been around a while, and I've just recently discovered it myself. And I'm wondering if they've been around for so long and they seem such an exciting tool,
Yes.
why hasn't anybody done anything with it?
Many individuals have. But it is not a tool that works for everyone. It is not everyone's preference. Perhaps you can invent something new to be done with it. That could be exciting to many other individuals. Remember that if you're not operating on a particular frequency, on a particular wavelength, then you do not necessarily give yourself the opportunity to see what has been done on another wavelength until you intersect that wavelength. You may also be required to elevate it to a new level, or to simply extract from the idea that it is the principles which can be applied in a completely different way. That particular tool may not necessarily be the most efficient way for what you want to do. It might be in certain circumstances, but allow yourself not necessarily to become transfixed by the physiological shape of it, by the physiological way or method. The idea has been manifested. Take the idea, take the physical shape if that works for you, but take the idea and transform it into whatever methodology is actually more representative of who and what you are. Remember this as well. Many individuals, when they truly have created for themselves a particular tool that really does allow them to align very quickly, come to the realization just as quickly that tools are simply reflections of your capabilities anyway, and once you use the tool, if it has aligned you, you don't need it anymore.
Okay.
It becomes obsolete. A good tool renders itself obsolete almost immediately. Understand?
Yes. Yes.
Does that help you?
Yes, very much. Thank you.
One moment. We are not done.
Okay.
Is this notion still separated within you? Feel around.
Honestly, I have to say yes.
Oh, all right. Very good. Thank you for being honest. Remember, owning it is the first step to changing it. Now, the idea, as we were discussing before with another individual, is to use the imagination. Do you have some sort of scenario, some sort of picture, some sort of image, some sort of feeling as to what you would be like if you didn't have that separation?
I mean, physically, like
Any way you wish to take
Clockwise
it.
or-
Any way you wish to take it. Do you have, in any way, shape, or form, a picture of what you would be like if that separation did not exist within you?
yes.
What does that picture look like? Can you describe the differences?
On a
Anyway,
in a level, it would be high energy.
High energy. What does that mean? How does that translate in your physiological reality when you say high energy?
Not having it's not.
Do
an
not tell me what it is not. Tell me what it is.
effortless.
It is effortless. All right. Give me a physiological picture of something that would now be effortless. As you say, give me an A, B, C. An action from beginning to end that would be effortless, that at this point in your life is not effortless. Are you having difficulty picking something that is not effortless in your life?
Yeah.
Well, very good. The more difficulty you have discovering things that cause effort within you, the more you will balance and blend. You see, many times, many of you think you have all these things holding you back, but when we ask you to look for what these things are, you have a great deal of difficulty finding them. Maybe they're not really there. And just because you think they're there, that is the only obstacle that has always existed. Just because you have bought into your society's structure that says, well, you all have these things within you. Whether you know it or not, you've all got these things holding you back. So you buy into that. Well, I don't know what it is that could be holding me back, but we all have it, so it must be there somewhere. But when you're asked to look for it, you can't really find it because there never has, in many cases, ever actually been any specific thing there holding you back except the belief that there's something there holding you back. So if you can't find it, I would suggest you don't look too hard for one. That you can, on one level, let it be all right to not discover those kinds of things within yourself. And to say, well, wait a minute, maybe I don't really have as many of these separations as I thought. Maybe my ability to conceive, maybe my ability to desire that there is no separation is my little inner voice telling me that there really isn't any. And that I can begin to trust that voice, believe in that voice, and be that integrated individual just because it has dawned on me that I can be. Maybe just the dawning on me that I can be is the doing of the thing, is the realization of the thing, is the clearing of anything that was there or might have been there that maybe kept me separated. Understand?
Yes, I do.
Do you like playing that way?
Yes.
Then play all you want that way. These things are not, on one level, just mental games. You are redefining yourself. The more willing you are to open up all of the so-called reasons, to unfold and examine all the so-called reasons you have for why you are not who you prefer to be. When you start unfolding them, very often you will find they are quite empty. That they are just shells, that they are just appearances, and they never really contained any substance at all.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bashar.
Pleasant dreams to you.
Thank you.
Shedding.